And welcome to Loose Lug Nut TV coverage of tonight's events at Eldora. Currently on this track, we have the Sportsman Street Stock Series on track, finishing up with qualifying. Some of the heavy hitters are with us tonight too. Wreckham West Holland, Magic Shoes, Mark Jackson, Mitchell Reeves, just to name very few of some of the Loose Lug Nut star drivers that will be joining us tonight to battle on this 1/2 mile dirt oval. While these guys finish with their qualifying, we will pause for just a moment with our pre-race ceremonies and take a moment to thank our troops as we celebrate America with our Star-Spangled Banner. And back to Eldora, the drivers are now getting strapped into these late model machines to do battle. Tonight's race will be 35 laps. Tonight's over the top Paints Pull Award goes to Wreckham West Holland. Nice job out there with an 18.892, but not far behind him was Brian Tribble in that 22 machine with a 18.937, rolling off second. Rolling off third, Jake the Snake Anderson. Fourth, Jason Smoke Hughes. And Thursday's Truck Series winner, Craig Covington, will be rolling off fifth tonight. And driver from the other side of the pond, the Englishman Wesley Wickens, rolls off sixth. Mitchell Reeves rolls off seventh tonight. Gentleman Jack Watts, eighth. Magic Shoes, Mark Jackson, ninth. Daniel Haney rolling off 10th. Nels Clyde, the Las Vegas driver, rolls off 11th tonight. Billy the Wise Guy, rolling off 12th. And shotgun on the field, James Haney. Field now working its way around the speedway behind the iRacing Silverado for the first of two pace laps. Again, this race is 35 laps. Should be exciting to watch these machines. Track's got a little wear on it from their 25 minutes of practice and qualifying. It'll be interesting to see how these guys computer cut off and I was gone. Waiting to get the cameras up on my end. The racing was exciting. Hope I didn't miss too much though. And here we did have a big pile up and a caution while I was away. Hopefully the IT issues are over on my end. I was about to see a good show and all of a sudden I looked at a blue screen. And still waiting to get back into the server, but here the caution is out for Smoke Hughes in that 58 machine. Hopefully we'll be connected again to the server. There we go. Now we're back. Can watch what's going on. Field under caution, lap 9. Wreck West Holland is in the lead. Showing Brian Trimble currently in second. Jake Anderson in third. Early stages, but a short race, only 35 laps for these sportsmen street stock drivers. And track's definitely showing some wear from these competitors being out there since the top of the hour. A lot of laps turned by these drivers. See, it's starting to get that slick streak right through the middle of the turns. Not a lot of grip there to be found. These guys will have to search to get a bite. Single file restarts in this series. Wes Hollum will lead them out of turn 4, and we'll get that green flag, and the number 1 machine does take off. And Brian Trimble slicing for grip down low, just as Wes is at a turn 2. And lots of action all over the speedway. Wes Holland back to strike, taking a little lap. Brian Trimble, Jake Anderson, both searching for something up high as Wes continues to run down low. And we do have a pretty good battle shaping up in that second spot. Jake Anderson and Brian Trimble doing battle as they door bang turn 4. Both drivers. Looks like Jake Anderson is around. The caution does come out. That opened the door for Nels Clyde to steal that second spot while those two guys were door banging and losing control. Drivers are still finding their way. Much to like. This form of racing does have a large learning curve to it. The guys are having difficulty getting the business, like Jake Anderson and somebody else there. The track's not really designed to make pit stops. It's basically a garage area, not so much as a pit road. Mostly a dirt series. Don't have a scheduled pit stop for fuels or tires per se. And it will be 15 laps in the books this time around. And just a quick look at the top 10. Wes Holland currently first. Brian Trimble has actually scored in second at the time of caution. Nels Clyde, that Las Vegas driver, in third. Mitchell Reeves currently running fourth. And Jason Smoke Hughes running fifth. And while in the caution, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Over the Top Paints and Designs. Look your best on the track. Look over the top. Billy Wise and the Wise Guys. Don't listen to dumb music. Listen to the Wise Guys. RaceGear.com. Not sure who won today's Xfinity race, but you can find out there at racegear.com and Bowtie Apparel. You don't need a bow tie to look good, you just need Bowtie Apparel. Field now working the way through turns 3 and 4. The Silverado makes an escape to the garage area, and Wes Hall leads him down to the green. Brian Tribble working the high line. Wes working the low line as they battle for that lead position out of turn 2. Brian with a nice run, spraying up on the rear bumper of that freaking fast War Machine. Field working their way through 3 and 4. Brian Tribble searching for that number 22 Light Machine. Not finding it there in the middle of the track as he over-rotates the car, loses some track position. Tough break for Brian. Looking good tonight. Yeah, the rock on the backstretch. A couple of guys get together. That was just out of my camera shot. Looked like Gentleman Jack Watson, Jason Smoke Hughes getting together. Caution, back out again. One of the guys just came out of tube and hadn't quite gathered enough from the slide to the corner and run somebody over into the wall. And clock winding down. These partial laps do count in this series. We're working laps 20. Well inside the last half of this race. And we'll see if Wes Holland can hold on to win this. He's got a couple of heavy hitters right in his mirror with Nels Clyde and Mitchell Reeves. Mitchell, of course, talented drag racer. Been doing that a lot in the last few weeks. Good to have him out here at Bucknut Competition this weekend as he takes a break from going fast and straight and gets it sideways. Showing 8 cars on the lead lap. A few guys with their challenges earlier on in this race have lost the lap, which is unfortunate in a short race. Not a lot of time to make that up. And looks like the iRacing Silverado will be making this escape to the garage area. Wes Holler leads him out of turn 4. Nelson Watts, Las Vegas driver, looking to capture a lug nut win right behind him. And look up just a little bit further back. Looks like Brian Tribble making some moves on the high side. Not able to pull it off as the race is with Jake Anderson, who's actually scored a lap down here at this stage. Brian, of course, one of the broadcasters for Lug Nut TV, had a lot of fun last night calling our Pump and Run series from Richmond with him. Looks like Brian was eager to get on track, currently running fourth as he tries to maneuver his way past Jake Anderson. And looking just ahead of him, Mitchell Reeves now taking that second spot away from Nels Clyde. But trying to. Hey, Mitch Reeves does claim that second spot out of turn 4. Sounds like somebody had some trouble in the background, and we got a replay of that going. I'm watching the battle up front, though. This battle for Daniel Handy sounds like had a little bit of trouble. Again, everybody out here is pretty much a rookie at dirt racing. Been with iRacing only a short time. These guys are still finding their way. Does level the playing field. And back up front, Wes Holland comes out for the lead. I just saw Brian Tribble get into the wall there a little bit with that Miller Lite machine. Is able to, looks like the machine's in rough shape. Out of turn 2, losing more positions. Tough break. Betting he's probably wishing he was behind the mic instead of the wheel. Up front, Wes Holland not really in the dirt racing thing. Doing a fine job with that 4 pretty fast machine. Mitchell Reeves and that 0-2 still poised to reel him in. Interesting to watch because we have one guy working the low line, one guy working the high line. As Wes does lose grip on the bottom and ends up on the high line after 2. Be interesting to see how this goes. Wes right in the middle of where that track's really worn in, but seems able to make it work for him. The fascinating thing about this dirt race gives these guys a lot of options to work their way around the track. And running currently third, we have that Las Vegas driver, Nels Clyde. Nels right turn Clyde, doing a good job with that 44 machine. Running third. Hey, field will be completing 31 laps this time by. 4 to go for Wreck-'em Wes Holland. Looking a little further back, I have a side-by-side battle with Gentleman Jack Watts and Jake the Snake Anderson working through turns 1 and 2. I believe both these guys are battling for position. Be mistaken. Jake Anderson is scored 1 lap down. And Jack Watts able to secure that spot. Went back up front here for the end of the race. Wes Holland is by again lap 34. Popsicle sticks in the air. It's good to go. It's been a rough race for a few guys. The learning has continued. Wes Holland now working with the lead. Mitchell Reeves, that deficit has been about the same. Mitchell trying to work that Kyle Larson on the high side. Try to gain something on that fourth machine. Wes in the wall. Mitchell Reeves will capitalize. This is the last lap. Mitchell Reeves takes the lead on the back straightaway. That 0-2 machine still up on that Kyle Larson line. Wes Holland trying like hell to get that lead back, but give the win to Mitchell Reeves. Drama on the last lap. Oh, what a tough break for that Colorado Springs driver. Wes Holland thought he had it in the bag, and then everything went to hell in a handbasket. Mitchell Reeves bringing home the Sportsman Street Stock feature tonight. That was an exciting last lap for sure. And we have a replay showing for the fans at home to see what I was yelling about. And Mitchell Reeves, unfortunately, will not be able to get up in the booth for the victory lane ceremonies as he's not in TeamSpeak. Shame on him, because it would have been interesting to hear his take on that last lap. We will, however, grab longtime Lugnut driver, Wreck-'em Wes Holland, to get his take on it. Sure, he's going to be mad at me for bringing him in the booth after letting one go. But, well, this is what live TV is about. Wreck-'em Wes Holland. Looked like you had this in the bag until about a quarter mile to go. Talk to us. What happened there that last lap?
I just slipped up and ran it up in the fence.
Yes, and how'd that track work out tonight? Track had a good charge of wear there at the end of the feature.
I really couldn't get a handle or a feel for it with as many cautions as we had, so I couldn't really tell you what was going on with the track. It was slick, I know that.
Yes, well, tough break. We were pulling for you. It looked like you had everything under control to bring home that win in the Freaky Fast Chevrolet. Anyone who want to think that's might be watching?
Just everybody here at Loose Lugnuts and all you guys up in the broadcast booth.
And thoughts going into pro late model action here in just a little bit at Eldora.
Hopefully it's going to be a good race. Hopefully we'll have a little less cautions and do some keep the car underneath them in the next race.
Well, all right, that's Wreck-'em Wes Holland coming home in that runner-up spot. And Mitchell Reeves has joined TeamSpeak. Tonight's winner in a dramatic last lap pass. Mitchell Reeves, how you doing?
Very good. Sorry about the late entry to TeamSpeak there.
Well, that's all right. We're only going to dock you a few points for the late arrival, but late arrival to the lead there, just able to capture that top spot on the last lap. What was going through your mind when you saw the Freaky Fast Chevrolet having trouble?
Well, I was honestly just happy to come home in that second place there to begin with. We had some issues at the start of the race. There was a lot of big wrecks. I think everybody was just trying to get the feel of the race going, and we finally got into clean air and had about a good 7 to 8 9 lap run there to the end. And the outside was really starting to come in. I knew I wasn't too much quicker than Wes. I knew I was starting to pull him in, but coming there with I believe it was 1 to go. He threw it in there, and when he came up and hit the wall, I said, "Whoa! If there's any chance, this is gonna be it." And not gonna lie, I really thought he was gonna come in there and do a slide job on me. And he raced me clean just like he always does. So shout out to Wes for not destroying my car out of 4, and happy to bring him the win.
Well, all right, good stuff, Mitchell Reeves, and best of luck. Hope you're joining us for the Pro Late Model Series action we have scheduled for tonight, and wish you best of luck in that action. We're going to take a short break. Our next event starts in roughly 23 minutes. You're watching Lugnut TV Dirt Series action at Eldora.
From Pasco County, this is Weiss Guys. You are